Hello everyone and welcome back to Drakenlords. In today's video we are going to be playing against Aede, or however her name is pronounced. As you can see, I only have one life left because I've already lost a match against her. I've built a deck which I think is quite reliable but not 100%, so it's not a cheap deck. And it's all based around Uzul and just trying to get the most out of him. Uzul is the boss from the previous episode, from the previous battle, and in this battle against her you start with Uzul in play. Now, if there's one thing you have to know about Aede is that she doesn't want to be your friend. Now, her skill is to summon Water Wisps whenever she's damaged, which essentially means like all the time. She's summoning Water Wisps. It's very tough. So there's a few things we have in the deck to help against that. So we have a couple of spells which are very handy. Let's summon one of these so that we can protect Uzul a bit. There's one spell which is really good, Dragon Blood, which does 1 damage to all minions. That destroys the 2 Water Wisps without damaging Aede, so it doesn't generate new ones, and it also does 1 damage on your Warlord, which on your Uzul, which increases its attack. So it's really good. There's flying, which is very important, and then obviously we need healing in this deck. That's quite essential. So we'll just do this and nothing else. What else? The problem we have now, for example, is that let's skip. So the problem is obviously we cannot attack unless we have a way to kill those 2 Water Wisps, which means it's important to wait until we either get those spells or we have enough minions in play to kill those, or we get the flying spell, which we also have. Now, there is one clear weakness in this approach, and that's that Aede has in her deck one card that can completely wreck us, and that's the disenchanting to enemy minions. It's very hard to protect against that one, other than by having lots of minions and praying that Uzul is not the one getting disenchanted, because if he is, you've essentially lost your main weapon and your main chances to win this. Alright, there we have a Healing Poultice, that's going to be helpful. Shall we sacrifice? No, let's not sacrifice this guy. Shall we sacrifice this guy? No, let's keep waiting. It's important to kill her very quickly. Okay, we were lucky. Now we are in a much better position. So we are going to heal him. Yes, we can heal him for 2. We can give him Arcane Wings, and we can attack. By the way, the passive ability I've chosen for the vampire is the ability of the first spell in each turn costs 1 less mana, which I think works very well in this deck, but it's not essential. +6 health could have been an option as well. There's a different strategy, by the way, also with the vampire, which consists of just focusing on having lots of vampires in your deck and then giving them flying with the passive ability. It's a viable strategy as well. I've just found it a bit less reliable. It's not easy just because there aren't enough low-cost vampires. You have to go for the high-cost vampires. There's the Estrigan and the Baron Pomperitz if you have it, and then that works really well, except that you have to wait until the late turns, and then that becomes an issue because Aede can start calling her Apalalas and the Whiplash, and then you're in trouble. Let's do that. Let's summon this. Shall we? I don't think we need to use the poultice yet, because if it gets disenchanted, we may prefer to keep it. Okay, we are doing well. We got her. It is almost there, and now Uzul is rooted. Okay, so one more turn. We have to hope that doesn't disenchant Uzul, because even if it feels like she's almost dead, the moment she starts casting those River Whiplash, it becomes very, very hard. It just kills all your creatures, and there's very little you can do. I've put the Rock Dragons in the deck as well, and the Young Vampires, because Rock Dragon obviously it has flying, and that's always very helpful. And the Young Vampire can help you as well. Just keep her at bay by casting summoning the small creatures with block. She can have flying if you have that ability. And generally, it's a really good card. Really, really good. Okay, so it seems like it's game over. Now we just need to attack with Uzul. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but we were, I think, quite fortunate with cards that we got, but more importantly with the fact that we weren't disenchanted. As I said, it's not 100% reliable. I've had games where Uzul was disenchanted relatively early on, and then the deck just didn't have enough steam to kill her before getting to the late game. And in the late game, I don't really know what's a good strategy to beat her. But if you have some ideas and alternative decks, please let me know. I think I'll probably be recording another video against her using a different deck with the Elf. I think the Elf Warlord is also a very good option against this boss. But thank you all for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe.